What's up, guys? This is a tutorial on running multiple accounts at the same time, resetting multiple Fire Emblem accounts at the same time, and just being able to get the double, triple, whatever Nat 5 account that you want. First things first, you want to go to Google, type in NOX. You want to download NOX. It's the emulator of choice that we're going to be using today that I'm going to teach you guys how to do this in. And then the next thing you want to Google is Fire Emblem APK. You need the APK, you need the game to be able to force install it. You just kind of like, there's a little sidebar over here that you can just hit and then put it on in there. So once you get all that down, first things first, you're going to set up one. Just set up one launcher, and you're going to go to the Play Store, wherever it is for you, type in root browser, and you want to get root browser. Just download that. First things first. Once you have that, go to settings, make sure that you have root on, and a good tip is to switch this to phone mode. If you switch this to phone mode, it's just going to keep it flat, straight up and down forever. As you see, mine's not out on the sides. You switch it to phone mode, it's never going to move anywhere when you're going back to the home screen all the time to delete the account or relaunch Fire Emblem. Alright. Then you hit this button right here. This is the APK, add an APK file button. Once you get that, you locate your APK that you downloaded off of Google, that you found wherever you found it. I'm not going to give you guys a link. It's all over the internet. You'll be able to find it. Mine's in my downloads. Just click this. Boom. It installs it. Just like this. You can't just install Fire Emblem straight to NOX. It's not compatible with this device. Once you have that set up and you've downloaded the game and you had that set up, you can go and get a little bit more advanced, because you can start doing one at a time. Here, you don't know how to delete your accounts, you don't know how to do any of that, but first you want to be able to do one reroll, and once you get one reroll going, then start a few rerolls. Just gonna wait on loading these now. I have all of these already preset up, so you're gonna do the same exact thing for all of the other ones. You're gonna set them up exactly the same way. I'm gonna run 5 today. You want to resize them, which is a pretty good tip from what I've learned. Resize them to be very relevantly the same size, because if they're about the same size, then you can just drag your mouse across the screen and just hit the buttons with your mouse lined up. Makes it a lot easier, a lot faster. Alright, now that I have 5 of them running, I don't need the multiplayer tab open anymore, because it's already multiplaying. Another thing you can do is you could hit this button right here if you don't want this on here anymore. But I do want it on there, because you never know when I need to hit something. So it's fine. And the spacing's not that bad. So now that you got 5 of them all set up, you did everything, you downloaded the game, you went and did one reroll on all 5 of these, because they're all different. Now, one thing I didn't cover is when you copy these, you're going to add an emulator, and you're gonna do whatever. I've heard that if you use the copies, it doesn't work, but it did work for me. As you see, I did use the NOX copies. You can use a raw one, start from fresh. It's up to you on how you want to go ahead and do that, but it worked perfectly for my NOX copies. As you see, I only did NOX copies. I did copies of my original NOX, and it ended up having some of the same files on there, but it didn't have Fire Emblem Heroes on there, which was a really big problem. So you had to in each individual instance, you had to hit the APK button and install them on your own. Alright, so moving forward, once you do a reroll, let's just say we did a reroll, you gotta go to browser. So first I have to set this all up anyway on these. You are going to go to, I'm gonna wait for this to hit the download. You're going to go to data on all of these. Data again. And then you scroll near the bottom, but not all the way on the bottom, is Nintendo.zaba. So for all of these, you need to be going through the same exact file paths. Nintendo.zaba. Shared prefs. And then device account.xml. And you'll want to always open this up in editor. And when you get in there, you can either delete the whole file or whatever you want. You don't have to do it like this. You can delete the whole file from one page ago. But what I like to do is I like to just press space and then save. Space, save. Space, save. Space, save. Space, save. And that makes it really fast for me. The second that I'm done with that, I just go back to home. And I don't think I saved this one. Maybe I did, but whatever. The space on the bottom doesn't do anything with the code. And you've seen how this one had an account earlier. Prior to this, it did have account data and account details in there. And this one I guess I'm setting up for the first time. I did not know that. I thought I had them all set up. I do have another fifth one set up already, so, but whatever, might as well just set up this one. So I'll just run through for 4 of them real fast here and show you guys a little sample of what you can do. You can do this, I've heard, up to 7 times per IP. I heard it was 7 maximum, but I haven't actually tried 7 because it just doesn't fit on my screen. It doesn't make sense to me to go any higher than this because I'm already... The pixels are already getting pretty small at this point. I don't really want to shrink the NOXs too much more. So you're just going to want to go through the tutorial just like normal. Obviously, once you get to the home page, now it's going to be different depending on which week you start when you watch this video. I've already noticed that it's changed even just yesterday for the weekend. Now, what's going to happen is the difference is right now the game's just releasing, so you get a little bit extra orbs when you finish the tutorial, which helps out on the reroll because you can actually get 4 rerolls, but you actually get 2 5 summons and 2 4 summons. And now that might not make any sense to you because you're probably thinking, why wouldn't you just go all on the same roll? Well, the thing is if you're doing it, if you're gonna do this, you're probably considering to hunt a certain unit on a certain banner and it's gonna have a certain color, and that certain color you're not always gonna get on the orbs. So when you hit home here, this is going to change. What you get on this home screen is going to change weekly. So weekend login bonus, plus 1 orb. That 1 orb actually makes a difference. Because when you go to summon, now you have 18 orbs. And that's the perfect number for 2 5 summons, which is the start, and 2 4 summons. So I'm going to change the banner because I'm going for a Takumi. Which means I'm going for neutral orbs. And if it doesn't have neutral orbs left, I'm going to restart it. Outside of that, I kind of want a Lucina or a Roima, so I'm going to go for red. Or a Leo. It would be sick. I've never even summoned a Leo yet. Even doing this, like, I've done this all day. Notice this one has... Now there's no orbs, so I'm going to stop. There's no white orbs, so I'm going to stop, and I'm going to go back in. Only because it gave me 18 orbs, and I have that 1 extra, so I can do this at the beginning in order to get a better odd of getting what I'm looking for. So I got a whole bunch of neutral orbs now, as you see. And I don't lose out on any summons. I lose out on 1 orb, and really on a new account, losing out on 1 orb isn't the worst thing ever when you're just trying to hunt one specific unit. It's more important that you go for the color orb that you're looking for because that's the unit that you want, right? So this account's already done. It could get a double nat 5 that I would like give away to like a friend or something like that, but you don't have to summon on this. If you're just looking for neutral or whatever you're looking for. For me, like I said, I'm just looking for Takumi X accounts. It's got to have 2 nat 5s. One of them being Takumi. So I know that it's a pretty rare instance that this is going to happen, so you gotta, I guess, do what you gotta do. And all 4 of these accounts are all flops. I would normally just delete them at this point because even if they get 1 nat 5, I'm not really concerned, even if it is like Leo or Rima or whatever it is. I'm not too concerned about it. Doesn't really matter to me. One big thing is setting up this new one. I'm glad I get to show you guys. Go into settings, turn combat animations and support animations off. It really helps with the speed, so you don't have to watch that every single time. Helps with the speed of rerolling. It actually saves it with this method, by the way, too. So let me just hurry up and get this one caught up to the rest. All of these are going to be getting deleted. Not this one. Yet. Oh yeah, I have to download the big download right now. Oh well, I'm not going to do that. So, when you're done with that, all you have to do is press save. Go back in there, press space on everything, and now you're ready to just press save next time. You boot it back up, and you're good to go. You basically just deleted the account password and phone password from it. Then when you want to save an account, you just attach it to whatever kind of Nintendo account that you have created or Nintendo account that you want to attach it to, and it will be permanently linked to that. So I've been doing this for a pretty decent amount of time, and I've gotten a lot of friends, some pretty decent accounts so far that I've not wanted, because I'm really just looking for Takumi and another X account. And I mean, hopefully this helps you guys out. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments and I'll be sure to help you out. I'm out. It's Omgbomber with a little guide here for Fire Emblem Heroes on how to get what you want. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.